Hello? Okay, I don't know why my mic didn't unmute the first time, but hello everybody. We are back with Miles Edgeworth Investigations. I have to turn down this music, it is very loud for me. There we go. Back up a little bit for you guys. Alright, so. Investigations, we're back. We're finishing the kidnap turnabout today, and depending on how long that is, we might start the next one, but I'm not 100% on that. If this is like 10 minutes long, I'm gonna be very pissed off that I didn't just finish it last time. Alrighty, let's do this. Let's say final confrontation, so that's definitely the last one. Alrighty. If I can't get permission to investigate the crime scene, then the truth will be lost. Hold it, hold it, hold it! Okay. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you doing spacing out? Have you forgotten? There's only one thing you should do at a time like this. And what is that? When the people are in a bind, the hero of justice appears to save the day. Are you suggesting that we rob the place? I'm completely on board, Kay. I just don't know if Edgeworth will be. Oh, just leave it to me! Oh, she's totally robbing the place. She's totally robbing the place right now. For I am Kay Faraday, the second of the great Yatagarasu. Again, Kay. You don't tell people that you're a great thief. That kind of goes against the whole secret identity part of the whole thing. But I thought you were a thief, not a hero. The Yatagarasu is noble and is always a thief of justice. Yeah, sure, you're just in front of the people that you're going to rob, and you're just gonna tell them that you're gonna rob them. Yeah, that's gonna work. That's, of course. If we have enough information, I can recreate the inside of the haunted house with this. Oh, okay. Alrighty, we don't need, we're not stealing anything. Darn. Darn, I wanted to steal something. Plus, if we then factor in everyone's testimony, you can recreate exactly what happened when I dropped off the ransom money. We may be able to figure out some new information through this. It's worth a try. Agent Lang. Ah, so you want to use your little toy? Be my guest. Okay, hang on. You're all about to witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood. Detective Gumshoe. Is there a copy of the haunted house's blueprint among the police reference documents? Yes, sir. We got it just in case we needed it for the kidnapping case. Alright, I'll input the haunted house data then. What is this? Where are we? It's like we're inside the haunted house. I don't remember what voice I gave that guy. Even if we can't inspect the real location itself, the path to the truth slumbers here. If I could successfully navigate my way using logic, I'll ultimately arrive at the truth. Now then, I believe I'm ready to investigate the crime scene. Here we go. Okay, what should I recreate first? You haven't figured it out yet. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. But I'm gonna make you do all the hard work. Thanks, Kay. Very well, I'd like to inspect the very moment in which I was ambushed by my abductor. The two of them were definitely in this place at that time. If I can verify that, it may provide me with a new lead. I had just come into the hallway after leaving the money inside the dining room. At that time, I saw a badger slumped over on the floor at the end of the hall. And what was a badger doing all the way down there? I also thought it strange. However, I thought that maybe it was simply a mannequin that was set there for atmosphere. Do you know which badger it was? No, it was too dark to tell. All I saw was its silhouette. In that case, I guess I'll just program a badger silhouette in it for now. Okay, programming complete. Badger. Except we know what it was. We know it was the proto-badger. Then I started walking towards the exit. And that's when you were struck from behind, right? Yes. But that's odd. The hallway is a dead end. Where did your assailant come from? There's only one location I could think of. The badger. Obviously. That doll I saw wasn't really a doll. It was, in fact, a costumed kidnapper. Oh, so he used the costume as the perfect camouflage to blend in with the rest of the house. Precisely. He waited until I had made the drop-off and was about to leave. Then, just as he saw me take a step towards the exit, he stood and launched his attack. I could think of no better hiding place than this. Hey, not bad. I'm beginning to think I should steal this tactic for myself. Sure, go ahead, Kay. Go ahead. Just don't use it to do anything criminal, Kay. Oh yeah, tell the thief not to do anything criminal. Well, Lance. What are you asking me for? As one of the kidnappers, I figured I should give you the chance to confess first. I was one of the kidnappers, but I don't know anything. I did come up to the haunted house, but I never set foot inside. I left Oliver in charge of picking up the ransom money. He didn't set foot inside. Is he telling the truth, or is this another lie? It's gotta be a lie. Alright, then you're claiming that it was Mr. Deacon who assaulted me. Yes, I'm sure it was him. Okay, inputting the new info now. Mr. Deacon was the bad badger, right? Since the bad badger has a gun attached to its right hand, I'll have to change it so the weapon is in its left hand. Now to verify the facts of this recreation. Alrighty. You didn't recreate the weapon. Well, I can't exactly recreate something I know nothing about. So tell me, what were you hit with? The attack came from behind, so I have no idea. But I doubt it was someone's bare hands. Okay, then where were you hit? I was hit on the right side of my head, just above my temple. That doesn't work. That doesn't work if it's in his left hand. I mean, unless he does like a backswing. But we're going with he didn't do that. There was a bit of blood, but it wasn't anything serious. Ouch, sounds painful. Why are you smirking like that when you say it? It's just your imagination. Now let's see. I wonder if there's anything in the hallway that could have been used as a weapon. I'm looking for something the culprit could have used to hit you with. Sword.
Take that!
Take that! I have it. There was indeed one such object lying here in this hallway. A prop sword. Are you talking about this thing here? Yes, although we did find it at the kidnapper's hideout. Wait, yes, it's possible that the culprit took it with him after using it on me. To leave no evidence behind, right? Correct. It may be worth a more thorough examination yet. Test of luminol. Because Edgeworth just said that left a little blood behind, so there should be some on the weapon. Oh yeah, and a fingerprint analysis is useless, obviously. Obviously, yeah, I knew that. I immediately came to my mind. I just thought the blood was more important. Yeah. Agent Long, may I ask for your cooperation in this matter? Like I have a choice. Sheena, call the loud boys. Understood. Except for a dab on the left side, it would appear that the blade is spotless. So it must have been the left side of the prop sword that hit you then, right? Alright, I'll update the recreation of the new piece of info. But really, that's enough investigating. We already know. We already know that this is... can't be the Bad Badger, because they had to be using their right hand. Alright, I'm investigating, I guess. It's me! What a handsome fellow. It's me. I have to say it's rather embarrassing to see myself like this. Oh, so what were you thinking about at the time? I don't recall, but I would guess it was thinking about the kidnapping. Really? Because I don't think so at all. Your face practically screams, I'm about to be conked over the head. If I had known that at the time, do you think I would have let myself be hit? You know, the Bad Badger is pretty bad looking when you see him up close. Well, what did you expect from a character named the Bad Badger? And those sunglasses, wearing them in the dark makes him seem extra bad. Now I'm lost. Which meaning of bad did she really mean? Sword. And in the next instant, this badger will swing his left arm, complete with weapon in hand. Yes, to club me with the left side of the prop sword. Shall I recreate the moment of impact? I want to see the pained expression on your face. It's just fine the way it is. Wait, maybe not. Is it just my imagination, or is something not quite right? Something is definitely not right. Yeah. I templed that, because I'm that. Eureka! Finally, I found a clear contradiction of facts about this sword. Except for a bit on the left side, this prop sword is absolutely spotless. However, if the culprit had used his left hand, the blood would be on the opposite side. The opposite side? Huh? If the culprit held the sword in his left hand, then the sword's right side would hit. I see, but the blood was on the left side of the sword, right? Which means that he used his right hand to hit you. Exactly. This prop sword has a large handguard attached to the hilt. It would be impossible to hold it with two hands while wearing a costume with such big hands. Therefore, it couldn't be the left hand or both hands. It must have been the right. Change the data to reflect the right-handed swing. Not yet, Kay. There's no sense in changing anything yet. If you change the parameters to the right hand, it'd only create a new contradiction. It conflict with the Bad Badger.
Take that!
The Bad Badger already holds a gun in his right hand, so we can't hold a sword in addition. Hey, that's right. Then what now? If it wasn't in his left or right hand? It means that the one who struck me could not have been the Bad Badger. Are you paying attention, Lance? Mr. Deacon could not have been the one who struck me, which leaves only you as our primary suspect. Fine, it was me. I hit you. It appears that you lied to me yet again, but see how quickly they catch up to you, Lance. Wait, isn't Lance left-handed? Ah yes, but that's what makes this deception all the more interesting. He used his right hand to make it look like Mr. Deacon had been the one to strike me. For you see, firing a gun with one's non-dominant hand is difficult. But that level of dexterity isn't required to swing a prop sword. Okay, please input the new data. The one who hit me from behind was Lance. Or should I say, the Proto-Badger. You got it. Here I go. Looks a bit more goofy when it's the Proto-Badger instead of the Bad Badger. Now we have a faithful recreation of the situation around the attack on me. Alright, all we have to do is examine this new recreation and... What exactly is so funny, Agent Long? That amusing little gadget sure packs a punch, right, Sheena? Yes, there's all I could do to hold my laughter in. Hey, don't make fun of little thief. You mean old werewolf? He does look like a werewolf. He and Mr. Edgeworth bring out the best in each other. Me? Okay. You've had your little fun, but now it's my turn. I've sat quietly by, listening. But the crude conclusions you two keep spewing don't whet this wolf's appetite. There's no guarantee that your toy will always show the real situation at any given time. It's true. All it displays is whatever information you put in there, right? Well, when you put it that way, your suppositions are wrong. It's not your fault, so I'm gonna let you in on this. There is a trick to the haunted house. And what may that be exactly? A trick beyond what your tiny imaginations can produce. Sheena. Here you are. Now then, what you missed, girlie? It's written right here in this pamphlet. Oh, the disappearing badger. Oh, okay. Well then, where did the attacker come from? And also, that's a blue badger. I guess if it was the badger in the corner of the room, it doesn't matter which one it is because Edgeworth couldn't see. We're just going off it being the proto-badger because we got struck in the head by a blue badger. The 7 wonders of the haunted house, the disappearing badger. What is this? I'd say that someone around here is fond of theatrics. As you can see, they set a doll down at the end of this hallway for that purpose. Basically, the blue badger you saw is just a stupid doll. Except it wasn't. Have a good stream. Hey, Pro Totally. Thank you. How could this be? Guess that throws your whole theory about it being your attacker right out the window. Ugh. But that can't be right. Maybe the culprit hid the doll somewhere. And then he lay down and pretended to be it instead. Not so fast. If the criminal couldn't even hide himself in that hallway, how could he hide a giant doll? Do you get it now? Thanks to your presumptions. Your logic started off weak and led to the completely wrong conclusion. Now get off your high horse. Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, I wonder if you could please input the new information for me. You don't know when to quit, do you? I can't quit, not until I can declare that I found the truth. Agent Long, for the additional information, you have my thanks. And there you go again. We'll see if I care. Okay, I'm updating the recreation now. What's it gonna show? What's it gonna show? That looks really weird. Look at how it changes from the blue badger into the proto badger all of a sudden. If the slumped-over badger was just a doll, where was my attacker hiding? Well, that's what we're gonna find out, right? So come on, Mr. Edgeworth, let's go. Yes, let's, This recreation can't be right, which means there must be a contradiction somewhere. Alright, let's start at the end of the hallway. Yep. This blue badger is just a doll for use in this haunted house. I bet the one who killed this blue badger was the bad badger, right? According to the Blue Badger Bible, it says that they are each other's worst enemy, all because one's an ally of justice and the other's a vile criminal with a gun? Perhaps they were just destined to battle each other. Much like the Steel Samurai and Evil Magistrate. Okay, let me take a look at the updated pamphlet. Alright, well, that's just that. I don't need to look at that. The disappearing badger. It says it disappears. If it disappears, is it possible that it wasn't there? Could be. How does he disappear? When you take a look around, it almost feels more like a house of mirrors. Indeed. Who has ever heard of this many mirrors inside of a haunted house before? Well, at least we know that this is the real crime scene thanks to those mirror shards. Okay, I've got logic puzzles now. Hey wait, these shards! There's something different about them, Oh? The ones we found earlier are thicker than the shards from the mirrors on these walls. On this wall. Two-way glass, maybe? And look, there's some sort of design on the back, too. The pieces from that costume are certainly different than the other mirrors. What does that mean? Could it be that our pieces are not pieces of this mirror? Maybe. Pieces of a set of armor in a pile here. Why do you think they almost Why do you think they almost always have sets of armor inside haunted houses? I suppose this sort of interior design is meant to bring out a sense of the abnormality. Why do all your explanations have to be so hard to understand, Mr. Edgeworth? He needs to use big words. Now try explaining it again, but this time so that even a thief like me can get it. That may prove to be a most difficult task. This is where the proto-badger shows up in our recreation. Yes, now the question is, where did he come from? Oh, that wall is weird. Yeah, but there's no place to hide in our current model. There must be an inconsistency somewhere. Wall, this wall is weird. I can't investigate the weird-looking wall. It's the proto-badger who struck me. I suppose I should really say that it is Lance. Oh, are you gonna get him back? I need not resort to violence when the lawsuit I plan to bring to court will suffice. Really? Because I would totally have decked him right back. Would have loved to deck the guy. Someone steals from me, I steal something from them. If I get hit, I hit him back. Eye for an eye. If I get paid, I return the money. That's the secret to how a great thief works. Well, if you get paid, you're allowed to keep that money. Her third statement doesn't seem to be very much of a benefit to her survival. No, it does not. It's a replica of myself. You were totally oblivious to what was behind you, huh? Yes, I suppose I'm also to blame for what happened to me. I was incredibly dark, which was all the more reason I should have been more alert. I vow to never be caught by surprise again. Let's see how well that'll work out. Okay. So, in terms of logic, I only have the mirror shards, which isn't enough. I've investigated everything, so maybe I should start talking to people. You. Miles, my boy, what is the meaning of all of this? Do you plan to pay me back for all I've done for you in the conviction of my son? I have not forgotten my debt to you, however, your son's crimes are a separate matter. Further, I can't ignore the truth when it's right before me. You will regret this, I promise you that! No matter the outcome, I never regret the choices I make. Miss Pops, by my hand I will prove your innocence in the murder of Mr. Deacon. Therefore, please don't threat. It will soon be over. Do you not trust me? That is... Your face is all beet red, Miss Pops. No, I can't. I have Lance. Lolly, don't tell me that you like that guy more than me. I don't know what to tell you, Lance, but one of us tried to get her arrested for murder and the other one didn't. In fact, very much the opposite, tried to get her not convicted of murder. That's... Oh, why am I so pathetic? I'm so easily swayed by even a single glance. What exactly is she going on about? I think you have another guilty person on your hands, Mr. Edgeworth. I don't think talking is doing much good right now. Okay, let me look at my... What could these be from? Very thick and has a design on the back. I would like to look in the other room. What about you, Lance? Anything you gotta tell me? You can lie all you want, but it'll be all for naught, Lance. As soon as I expose the truth, you will be placed under arrest. How can you do this? After all that my dad has done for you! What your father has done for me is unrelated to the charges you face now. Unbelievable. You know, you sound kind of like a bully right now, Mr. Edgeworth. If I'm not serious about this, we will never understand the true gravity of his crimes. I will not allow him to remain a child forever. Haha, now you sound like a dad. So have you noticed anything worthwhile? I have no obligation to talk with you. Oh, I'm fine if just a little thief solving this case. That toy, it's very well made. Haha, it's because the heart of the noble thief Yatagarasu. Okay, that might not be something that you want to advertise to everybody. That's what I've been saying this whole time. Okay, don't tell everybody that you are a thief. I've been saying that this entire time. Thank you, Edgeworth, for finally backing me up on this. So, Sheena, what exactly is the source of this extra-dimensional lake space? I believe this is nothing more than a projection from that girl's toy. So it's all an illusion, right? Yes. Hey, don't treat this like some sort of silly light show. I mean, it is kind of a silly light show. I've pressed the wrong button. What's up, Lance? Thanks for letting us use, Little Thief. Longzi says, reject those not who seek the truth. Reject not those who seek the truth. I completely read those. I can't talk. Longji says, reject not those who seek the truth. There we go. So keep in mind, I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for the truth. Don't worry, I understand. We may have different methods, but our wish is the same. And Gumshoe. I can't believe what I'm seeing, sir. The space that I'm standing in. It's like having some crazy dream. Except that this isn't a dream, it's something Kay's gadget. No way, this is exactly like a dream, sir. I've never been so impressed, it's a miracle. Someone sure is easily impressed. I'm so glad you like it. Oh, so this is a project of your gadget. Now I wish I had one too. Well, once this is over, I'll let you play with it for a bit if you want. You do that for me, pal? Thanks! Alright, let's wrap up this case already. Times like these that I wonder if they understand the seriousness of the situation. Can I examine that painting? No. I feel like I've run out of things to examine. What else could I examine? I don't think I can examine everything. I have to present something, I think. Okay, so I have to deduce something. Let me take a look at the disappearing badger again. Is it the fact that it disappears? Because the fact that it disappears, I think, is very important. It's not just a badger at the end of the hallway, it's a badger that disappears at the end of a hallway. I don't know what else could be. What else I would need to present. Alright, I'm presenting this. No, it's not it. No, it's not. Oh, I don't have much life left at all. What? Okay, I needed to do something. Could it be the costumes? Could it be the costumes? Because both of the blue badgers were missing. We know someone was wearing a blue... Maybe it wasn't a doll, maybe it was a person in a costume. Present that. Hold on a second here. There is something wrong with this blue badger. Huh? Like what? It was that. The way the belt is on him is opposite of how it should... Oh, it is! It's right in that. When it comes to the costumes, yeah, it's opposite. Oh. Okay. Wait, did I present the I meant to present this. I meant to present that, but I accidentally presented... Well, almost presenting the wrong thing, I accidentally presented the correct thing. Whoops, I guess, but not really. That's funny. The way the belt is on him is opposite of how it should be. Did you make a mistake? That can't be. I inputted the image data exactly as it is in the pamphlet. So then, why is the blue badger dressed up in reverse? The blue badger in the pamphlet photo is in reverse to the regular blue badger. But why? There must be some sort of explanation. Could it be that the badger is usually over here and they've just flipped the image? Maybe. So I only have blue badger in reverse. Mirror shards. Oh, could it be that the badger is in a mirror? Wait, maybe the thing about it is that usually there's a mirror here, and the badger is being reflected off the mirror. And that would explain why the badger disappears. Because the mirror shards... What button did I just press? The mirror shards, if you look at the mirror shards, they have a design on the back. So if there's usually a mirror right here going diagonally, then that would make sense for the disappearing badger act. Because you got the mirror and the badger is usually somewhere else. Usually somewhere else, I don't know where else. Maybe behind this wall over here. That is very weird wall. Is that also a mirror? Maybe. So you have that, and then the badger reflects it, and then when they want the badger to disappear, they just flip the mirror around, and then the badger disappears. It's gotta be it. Let me connect these. Hey, do you remember what you said earlier? What I said earlier about what? About how this building might as well have been a house of mirrors. A house of mirrors? Oh, that would explain the reversed or mirrored image. Yes, this blue badger might be nothing more than the reflected image of a real one. Then was the blue badger you saw just a reflection? When I looked down this hall, I thought it was perfectly straight. However, if there was a mirror... Oh, then it would actually form an L shape, right? Precisely, I was deceived. The hallway was almost pitch black. And there was a beam in the way that obstructed my view of the other hallway. Wait, but why build the place like that? It sounds pretty pointless to me. Okay, this house is just another attraction at an amusement park. They created a mirror wall for a very specific purpose, one I can point out for you. This was the reason they built the mirror wall. It's for this.
Take that!
As it's written in the pamphlet, the main draw of this attraction is the mystery of the disappearing badger. You mean they built the mirror for that trick alone? You said you saw the badger, so it was definitely still there. That was true at the time. However, doing this allows someone to make the blue badger disappear in a flash. Move the mirror wall. To remove a reflected image, simply move the mirror. First, the mirror was constructed so that it could be moved. Then beyond where the mirror was, an empty hallway had to be created. So when they wanted people to see the blue badger, they would open the mirror. And when they wanted to hide it, they simply had to close it again. This explains why the other side of those fragments have a design on them. And if the pattern is the same as the other walls in this hallway, then when a mirror is closed, it would blend in with the rest of the walls. This is the mirror trick that this haunted house employs. And this also proves the existence of a hiding place for the culprit. Huh? How so? Think about it, Kay. There was a place that's outside my field of vision. By hiding here. Here.
Take that!
There's a very large blind spot, one I could not see beyond, and it was here. If my assailant hid on the other side of the movable mirror, then you wouldn't be able to see him. He didn't even need to do anything to the blue badger doll. Exactly. All he had to do was wait for me on the other side of the mirror. Wait, hold on. I just thought of something. Yes? Well, shouldn't the mirror wall be broken right now in reality? Since we have a few shards of it, we can probably assume it is. Yes, it most definitely is broken. The question is, when was it broken? Since we found these inside the victim's costume, that would mean that the victim was there when the mirror was broken. Wait, that sound... Leave the money and go, now! That sound I heard was most definitely the sound of a mirror breaking. Okay, I'd like you to input some new information. Don't scare me like that! Sorry, but I need you to recreate something for me. Sure, whatever you need. So what do you need anyways? If you could first recreate this hallway just before I enter the dining room, you got it! Now this, I believe, this is how it was right before I entered the dining room. Although at the time I thought it was but a single straight hallway. And then I went inside. It was around then that I heard a sound of a mirror shattering. You heard what? Then... Yes, I believe Yes, I believe then that... What the fuck? Yes, I believe it was then that the mirror was broken. Okay, so then when you stepped outside into the hallway again, the mirror wall should no longer exist, Kay. Please recreate that. Got it. And there's a pillar in the way, so I wouldn't know. Wait, but with the mirror gone, the culprit lost his hiding spot. So where did he go in his proto-badger suit, Mr. Edgeworth? Ha, that's easy enough. With the mirror gone, he simply hid himself in the branch hallway. I think this about wraps it up. Looks like we finally solved everything. No, not yet. An even larger contradiction has now reared its head. Huh? Perhaps you did not notice. But this recreation contains a very troubling inconsistency. Recreation between what I saw and the recreation lies. I mean, then there would be no badger here. So, there? Okay, take a good look at the end of the hall. Oh, there's no blue badger there. Exactly. The blue badger I saw in reality is not here. This is the final point on this long chain of logic. The last remaining contradiction. Oh, it was the body he saw. He saw the dead body. So let me get this straight. When you came out of the dining room, you saw a badger, right? And that is precisely where the final contradiction lies. Something that shouldn't exist was there before you. Who or what do you suppose it was? I believe this is the real identity of our mystery badger. It was totally... Wait, what do I present? I can't present a profile. Wait, what do I present here? The bad badger head? Or Mr. Deacon's murder notes? Because both of those would be correct. Because it was both Deacon and the bad badger. I mean, sometimes in these you can present a couple things and it would work. I do have some extra life, so I guess I'm gonna present Deacon.
Take that!
Take that! Okay, that works. The bad badger I saw was in actuality the dead victim's body. What? Agent Long, the entirety of my complete logic is my final decisive piece of evidence. The murder happened in the hallway of the haunted house at the time of the drop-off, and you can consider the moment I heard the mirror breaking to be the real time of death for Mr. Deacon. No! Maybe it was due to their fighting, or perhaps it was the life-shattering bullet. But no matter what the cause was, the hallway mirror wall was broken. Not so fast. Ha! You were in the house at the time, right? Are you telling me that you missed the sound of a gunshot? Objection! There were a variety of sound effects playing at the time, all for theatrics, I assume. The gunshot must have blended right in. Ah, yeah. Now then, I'd like you to recall something for me. Who was it that was with the victim at the haunted house? Who was the one who had the opportunity to rob the victim of his gun and use it on him? Nah. It was you, Lance Amano. Oh, he's a crybaby. I'm sorry. You murdered someone. Sorry isn't gonna cut it. It's not like I had a choice. Oliver turned on me all of a sudden. He snapped and turned violent right after I hung up with you. He shoved me to the ground and straddled me. I fought back as hard as I could, grabbed his gun, and I shot him. The bullet must have went through his body and shattered the mirror. If I hadn't taken his gun and shot him first, I would have been the one you found. He's a hardened criminal. He escaped from jail. See, that's justified self-defense. My boy was only trying to protect himself. That remains to be seen and will have to be resolved in court. Agent Long, I leave the rest to you. As if you were the one in charge around here. You might have been the one in charge, but I was the one that did all the work. Guys, arrest these two and get them out of my sight. Wait, I had nothing to do with the murder. Yeah, but you are aiding and abetting. The only person you should be arresting is Lance. Dad! Oh, and he's fainted. Sorry, but you're not slipping away that easily, Mr. Ernest Amano. You tampered with evidence so that you could cover for your son. What a great dad you are, willing to risk it all. Truly touching. Shouldn't Pops also be getting arrested? I mean, she didn't participate in the murder at all, but she did participate in the kidnapping plot, which did waste police resources. So, like, I feel like she should also be getting arrested. Like, she shouldn't be getting much jail time. Definitely not as much as Lance. But she should definitely still be getting arrested, right? Right? By the way, do you know why I'm really here? How could I possibly know the answer to such an asinine question? You wounded me. I came all this way from across the sea just to see you, you know? You came to see me? What's that supposed to mean? I have a few things to ask you, Mr. Amano, about a case from 10 years ago. A case from 10 years ago? Oh, what's the name that you use here for that case? Gina? It's known as the KG-8 incident. Oh, he's sweating bullets. He's sweating bullets. He knows something about that case. The KG-8 incident. Oh, so you remember it? I don't. Good, then you'll recall the trigger in that case was the Amano Group scandal. Specifically, the charge of an international smuggling ring. Or internal smuggling ring. Not international, very much the opposite of international. Internal. Smuggling, there's that word again. At the time, the person that was arrested as the ringleader was Mr. Amano's very own secretary, Mr. Colin Deveray, who is now very dead. Ah, Father! Even though you pushed the crime onto your then secretary, Mr. Deveray, I always suspected that you were involved with the smuggling ring, Mr. Amano. Mr. Deveray was arrested in place of you. Which is why when he broke out, you hid him from the police, right? You hid him in exchange for his silence on your own little dirty secret. No. Please calm down. I honestly have no idea what you're talking about. Pretend to be ignorant all you want. We're taking you down to the precinct anyway for a nice long chat. Sweating bullets once again. Hold it? Who's holding it? What the heck was that? Who the heck was that? Oh, this guy. This guy. These two. He's still alive! Oh, good for him. He won't be for very much longer. Not at all. But you know, it's good to see him thriving right now. And then there's this guy who's going to jail soon. Yay! I'll take him down if you don't mind. And who the heck are you? I'm Jock Sportsman, the prosecutor in charge of this case. Not for long. Oh, Jacques, thank goodness you're here. Don't jerk me around. This is an Interpol case, so keep your paws off my suspect. Sorry, but I can't comply. I've got the backing of the prosecutor's office. See, in this country, we prosecutors work with the police to bring cases to court. So if you could please cooperate with me here, that'd be great. Now, how about a handshake to seal the deal? Don't do it, Lance. Don't do it long. You're gonna sign your soul away with that handshake. Don't do it long. This bastard's evil. Sorry, but I hate prosecutors, the whole lot of you. Hurtful, but fair. Guys, arrest the two suspects. Sir. Oh, I almost forgot. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, is it? I'd like to thank you. Thank me? Yeah, for working so hard to fulfill my goal. Hey, is that any way to thank someone? What the heck is that supposed to mean? It was so relentless of Lance that you forced Ernest to tamper with the evidence. Thanks to that, I finally had a legitimate reason to arrest him. So how does it feel to bite the hand that feeds you? The hand that feeds me? I'm not sure I follow. Heh, it's no use pretending with me. You're the one, right? You're the corrupt prosecutor that's working for Mr. Amano in the smuggling ring, right? Me? Bro, after that display, it was obviously fucking Portsman. Me? Just because I owe a debt to the guy doesn't mean that I'm involved with his criminal activity. That explains why he's so hostile to me. He thinks that I'm a fucking criminal. Even more so than everybody else does. No, buddy. No, it's not. It's not me, bud. It's not me at all. No, I would never do such a thing. What the heck? Our intel's never wrong. Are you sure, buddy? Because I think in this case it was wrong a couple of times. Just a couple. I mean, for fuck's sake, man, you arrested Officer Meekins. Dude's not capable of hurting a fly. The fly would hurt him. Whatever, bro. In your prosecutor's office, there's definitely someone working with the ring. Then why the... Just because somebody in the prosecutor's office is working with the ring, that doesn't mean it's me, bro. How many prosecutors are there? At least 7. There's at least 7. That doesn't mean me. There's definitely more than just me in there. And you just saw the display of Portsman. When fucking Amano saw Portsman, he was like, oh, thank goodness you're here. I'm not playing that game right now, so it must be. That's some sketchy shit, man. What are you focusing on me for? You suck at your job, Lang. Or Long. Ah, so Agent Long suspected my relation to Mr. Amano. That must be the real reason behind his antagonistic attitude. On top of that, your mentor was Manfred von Karma, right? Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Von Karma was a bastard. He did commit murder a couple of times. There were non-stop rumors flying around about forced evidence of that guy. Yeah, we know about that. We know about that. You're not twisting the truth behind those closed courtroom doors, are you? Look, man, we've already been dealing with these rumors for the entirety of the Phoenix Wright games. Can we drop them at this point? We've already been dealing with them. The courtroom is a place where the truth is revealed. Well, don't worry, it's not only you. The whole lot of you can't be trusted. Prosecutor who never lasted 40 years. Every defendant must be found guilty. Fueled by that kind of thinking, is any wonder that the court produced nothing but falsities and lies. Okay, yeah, no. That's Von Karma's. That's Von Karma's ideals. It was his for a couple of years too, but that's besides the point. Okay, no, there is a little bit of truth to the forging rumors. But not recently, I don't think. You know, Phoenix Wright. He set us straight. It would seem that his disdain extends beyond just me. Prosecutors, the courts. Why is this man so angry with us all? Rest assured, the next time we meet, I won't be so forgiving. This was you being forgiving? So don't forget it. Sheena has a different line art color. Please wait. Agent Sheena. Why does Agent Long hate all prosecutors so? Long is the head of the long-honored House of Long in Shenfa. The heads of all police-related divisions in that country were of Long blood. Were? What do you mean by that? Aren't they still? They were revered, but that was long ago. They don't hold that sort of sway anymore. And it was all because of the courts, How can that be? The prosecutor once withheld and tampered with the evidence of one of the Long detectives found. That evidence purity was tarnished and cost the Long family its honor and trust. But not all prosecutors are like that. Even so, Long will never respect the court again, or any prosecutor. So Agent Long is a man who hates all courts, and is unwilling to forgive prosecutors. Man, what a piece of work that guy is. Come on, Jim, we'd better catch up, Yeah. We still gotta deliver that thing to the old man, after all. Goodbye! This is the last time we'll see you alive! Detective Gumshoe, I believe it's time we wrapped up and headed out ourselves. Yeah, are you going home, Mr. Edgeworth? No, I've done nothing but being entangled in one mess after another since my return. If it's alright with you, can you drop me off at my office? Oh, okay, so... fucking Faith dies within, like, the next hour or so. He dies within the fucking hour, Jesus. No problem, sir. Excuse me. Yes, what is it? Thank you very much. Oh, it's okay. No need to thank me, pal. I don't think she was thanking you. Just doing my job as a detective. I guess I was fooled pretty badly by Lance. Oh, cruel fate. What's a woman to do when she's been hurt by the one she loves? I also killed your dad. And to think I never realized my father was right there. I never said anything to him. I knew it. I'm a failure. Ah, there she goes again, talking to herself. Miss Pops, I wonder if you know why your father participated in the kidnapping. No, I have no idea. Your father died while he was trying to stop Lance, which means that from the beginning he had no interest in the staged self-abduction. Wait, then why did he? I believe it was because of your presence, Miss Pops. Me? Lance realized that the two of you were related, which is why he used you as a hostage to coerce Mr. Devereaux into cooperating. Father! As a felon, he could not tell you of his real relation to you. However, as the Amano family butler, at the very least he was able to watch over you. It was all he could do. But that was the shape of his overflowing love for you. Go on, speak your mind. That is... Thank you very much. You're welcome, although there is no need to thank me. No, Lauren, stop. I mean, this man's so much older than you. Pops. Pops. Okay. Alright, goodbye, Pops. Looks like you've completely stolen her away, Mr. Edgeworth. Way to go, sir. Your technique is way beyond the level of a great thief. What are you going on about now? He's so oblivious. He's so oblivious. Wow, your deducing skills may be sound, but you have no street smarts. That's Mr. Edgeworth for you. Yeah, I mean, he still hasn't figured out who I am at all. No, I couldn't know. You've never said even once who you are at all. Never once. Never once. If you haven't remembered in all this time, I guess I'm just gonna have to say it. This isn't the first time we've met, you know. Oh wait, it's not? Okay, wait, never mind, okay. Well, what do you mean, pal? Mr. Edgeworth? How do you know this girl? Looks like you totally forgot me too, Gummy. Gummy? Okay, wait, who are you? Here, maybe this'll jog your memories. I promised I'd return this to you one day, remember? I have no idea what this is about. That's That single piece of cloth took me back far into my past. To that fateful day 7 years ago when I first met the then child K. And Detective Gumshoe. Oh, backstory. And that's the end of the Kidnap Turnabout. Yep. Now, question is, do I continue? Because, so, stream's about an hour long so far. I don't know how long the next episode will be. Or the first part of the next episode. I don't know how long that'll be. No, I think I'm gonna leave it here for today. Yeah, just gonna finish this. I mean, I did finish it, so I'm gonna leave it with just having finished it. Alright, that'll be the stream. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.